What's going on, everybody? This is week 14 of the NFL. We have 3 weeks left after this one.
It's going to be really crazy.
That's crazy.
This is intense. It's like down to the wire. Of course, as always, I am Rawstarr. This is Morris. And we're just going to run down our picks. Last week I was 7-9.
And I was 12-4 because I made a change once I found out that Josh Freeman wasn't playing. So I knew they were not going to win that game. But let's jump right into it. All right, we got the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers on a Thursday night. Cleveland Browns right now are 4-8. Pittsburgh Steelers are actually rolling. They have 3 losses on the season, and 2 of them were to Baltimore. Baltimore plays Pittsburgh hard, but seems to lose every time, the next week every time. Pittsburgh.
I'm going to go Steelers on this one. In my vision, I believe the Steelers finally get their niche together, and they're going to defeat the Browns.
Cool, man.
Panthers and the Falcons. Okay, I was discussing this with someone earlier. Okay, so far of this year, the Falcons picks versus other teams, I've only gotten 2 wrong that they won that I said they'll lose, and I believe they're going to lose to the Panthers this week. I believe it's going to be a very interesting game. It's in Carolina, and Carolina Panthers are just going to surprise a lot of people this week.
I don't think they'll surprise anyone. They will surprise themselves when they lose, and they will surprise their fans when they lose to the Atlanta Falcons, okay? Michael Turner makes some things happen against this poor defense in Carolina. Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions started off so hot and started to simmer down, but the Minnesota Vikings may not have Peterson this week either. He didn't practice today, which is Wednesday. So if Peterson's in, I still go Lions, but I'm going Lions.
I'm going Lions as well. I believe that they will defeat the Vikings and just go for it. I believe the Lions will edge out and still make the playoffs this year, even though they are on a lose. They were doing so on the second half of the year.
Okay. Oakland Raiders and Green Bay Packers. Now, I've been picking the Packers no matter who they played against, but this Oakland Raider team is a really tough team. I think they do give them a run for their money, but they cannot keep up with the Packers offensively. So once again, I have to go Green Bay.
Okay, I'm going to go Green Bay as well. I don't know what's up with Green Bay this year compared to last year. They're doing a lot. Even though they won last year, they barely made it in last year, and everybody thought they was going to go out sometime in the playoffs. So I'm definitely going Green Bay on here, and they're just going to continue their winning streak. Buccaneers and Jaguars, okay. You know what? I originally had the Buccaneers on this one. I believe the Jaguars are going to defeat the Buccaneers. I believe I had so much faith in the Buccaneers, and they're slowly disappointing me more and more. So I believe the Jaguars are going to edge out the Bucs.
Wow. Jacksonville has a guy named Maurice Jones-Drew and no one else. So I'm going to go with the Buccaneers.
Okay, the Dream Team and the Dolphins. Okay, as I said before, the Dream has had committed suicide. They've been buried. They've been cremated. They've been extracted, thrown in the river, ashes gotten out of the river, and then just thrown somewhere else. The Eagles are dead, and they're definitely going to lose to the Dolphins.
Wow, that's crazy. Michael Vick will be playing this week. We'll see what he does against this Dolphins defense. I'm actually going to go Eagles on this one. They'll have their full roster. I think everyone's back from injury, well, all the key positions, and I think they take this one. Michael Vick comes back and he redeems himself. New England Patriots and the Washington Redskins. I haven't been excited about the Redskins since they played the Cowboys on that Monday night when they were undefeated and lost, and been downhill ever since. So I think the Patriots keep on rolling with Tom Brady. He's really in his groove with Gronkowski, the tight end, and he continues that in Washington this Sunday.
Okay, I'm going with Patriots on this one. I believe that they are really better than the Redskins, and the Redskins are just going to plummet like they've been plummeting for a while now. So definitely Patriots in this one.
The New Orleans Saints in Tennessee. Yes, Chris Johnson has been rolling. He had an amazing week last week, but that's the extent of their offense, Chris Johnson. And with the numbers that Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints have been putting up, I definitely go with the Saints this week.
Okay, I'm going with Saints this week. I don't know. I don't have a real good reason, even though I believe they're both really good teams, and I believe that Chris Johnson can get through the defense of the Saints. But however, I believe the Saints will edge it out. My hometown, even though I hate the team there, 0-12, and what makes matters worse is the Super Bowl is going to be at their stadium. So Indianapolis Colts. Just like when I call y'all teammates on Monday, I would like to like you to tell me what it feels like to be 0-13. I'm going Ravens on this one.
Oh, you had to even say that. I'm definitely going to go Ravens. Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Now, I like Sean Green. I really like Sean Green. Tomlinson came back last week and then he got hurt again and went out. I really like Sean Green. Sanchez, I think he throws a lot of picks against this Kansas City Chiefs backfield, defensive backfield. This was really a toss-up for me. I could have went either way, but I'm going to go Jets just because of their defense and running game.
Kansas City Jets in the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Okay, I think Kansas City will actually beat them. I believe Kansas City have made a lot of improvements this year compared to their first 3-4 games, and I believe they will be able to beat the Jets.
Wow. Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, this should be actually a pretty good matchup. I really like both of these teams. Unfortunately, the Texans, as you know, they lost their quarterback for the season, and then they lost their backup for the season in the same game. Actually, the next game, I should say. But I have to go Bengals on this one. I think the Bengals have a better passing offense, and Cedric Benson's not bad at all on the ground, and they have a great defense.
I'm going Bengals on this one. This was really, really, really hard for me. It took me a second to even think about who would actually win this game. But I believe the Bengals would edge out the Texans by a small margin and get the victory in Cincinnati. 49ers and Arizona Cardinals. Okay, as I've been saying week by week by week, the 49ers are on an unstoppable train right now. And I believe the 49ers will punish the Carolina Cardinals and just get a victory.
He said it simply. 49ers definitely been doing some really, really great things. A really perfect offense. They've made an offense around Alex Smith that highlights his attributes. You know what I mean? It's totally for him. And I definitely go with 49ers this week. Bears and Broncos. This, I'm actually unsure about. This Bears defense is really, really good. But the Bears also do not have a quarterback. Tebow's been rolling, as everyone knows, and everyone wants to see when is this streak going to stop. If it does stop, I think it stops this week. I go Bears.
Interesting thing, I've heard that McNabb was going to try out for the Bears. I don't know if he actually made the team yet or not. As of 2:25 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on a Wednesday. But if he did, it's going to be a better match game. I actually had the wrong team picked on my screen in front of me. I was actually going to go for the Broncos and say Tebow time is still going on. Buffalo Bills and the San Diego Chargers.
San Diego Chargers.
His hometown.
San Diego.
And my favorite team.
I'm not a Charger fan.
I say your hometown.
I'm not a Charger fan.
But I will say this, and this is very important. I'm going to my first NFL game coming up ever, and it's the Chargers and Bills game. I will go down to San Diego, and hopefully my Bills, I'm bringing it in close for y'all. Hopefully the Bills get their first victory. We can get their victory against the San Diego Chargers while I'm there, and that's the only reason I'm going with them this week. if I wasn't going to the game, I would definitely say the Chargers. But just because I'm there and I'm a Bills fan and I'm going to the game, I'm definitely going for the Bills for that only reason.
Well, I'm not going to the game, so I'm going to go San Diego with my logical thinking ass.
New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, for some reason these teams always play really, really hard against each other, and it's always a toss-up between if the Giants will win or the Cowboys will win. You got Romo, or you will have Manning get a victory. Now, it's something inside of me saying that the Giants will be able to defeat the Cowboys. So by that little mark, is there something inside of me just by looking at how they play each other the last few times? Let's say the Giants will edge out the Cowboys. So I'm going Giants on this one.
That's tough. That is tough. Giants.
Monday night snooze. Rams.
Wait. I don't think it's a snooze at all. We got two running backs that have been resurrected here. Steven Jackson and Marshawn Lynch. These guys have been running hard. Yes, through the air, it's going to be a snooze fest. But on the ground, I think these running backs are actually going to put on a show. Seahawks. Sorry to cut you off, but I had to say that.
You know what? I will say this. Lynch, I have you in. Run. So I can beat him in the playoffs of the fantasy football league I'm in. So, you know what? I had Rams. I'm gonna go Seahawks on this one. But Lynch, give me some yards and give me some points like you did last week when I killed my point I beat last week to get me in the playoffs. Thank you.
This has been week 14 of our fantasy football segments. Check out all the rest of the Burbank Misfits videos. You can hit us up on Twitter. We respond quicker to your messages that way, but also leave a comment. Like it. If you didn't like it, man, keep it real. Dislike it. Whatever. It's all good. I appreciate your honesty. Hit me at TTXOO on Twitter. And
mine is at RAWSTARR.
Double R.
Yeah, 2 R's on Twitter, and you can just hit me up. If y'all was wondering why I'm dressed up, I'm going to the Young Rock Awards tonight. It's on Wednesday, and I'm on a red carpet. So if you just might happen to go through their pictures and you might happen to see me, that's why I'm getting dressed up for. So whatever.
And if you're wondering why I'm dressed down, it's because I need more views for these videos.
So please tune in every week. Please like us, subscribe to us, and do all the other fun old stuff. All right, it's been real.